Hey, Good Fox here. Sorry for the lack of uploads the last couple days. Let's get back on track. Alright, the field goal glitch is back from last year. I'm going to do a little bit of news today, then play a little bit of this game. Actually, Rob Gronkowski, 95 overall, is on the field during this game, so take a look for him. He is the one on the right with the star underneath him. So, the glitch, as you guys know, maybe I'll link the video in the description, is where if a person goes offside to block a kick, the game goes to overtime instead of allowing another try, so a game can end on a penalty, which is wrong, and hopefully EA can get the patch out, the same patch they needed to put out last year. All right, Legends talk. You know, the boss cards, what do you guys feel about that? They're just Legends with an extra chemistry. It's fine in my opinion, since last year there were pullable Legends who were more expensive and set Legends who were dirt cheap. I think this is the best of both worlds, honestly. We get set and pullable Legends. You know, unlike Ultimate Legends where the boss is actually better, but like we can get them cheap or we can get them a little bit more pricey with two chemistries on them. You know, it might not be a bad idea to look to see if someone lifts a pull legend, like a set legend, and try to buy it and make a profit off it that way. It's just something to look for. It probably won't happen often, but when it does, you can make some good bank on it. You know, I've rallied about this in the past. The 4-3 D ends in the game are pretty worthless. Charles Haley is, you know, obviously a great 4-3 defensive end, but you know, when you compare him to 87 Khalil Mack, he isn't anything special. Like, or taking a look at like against Kevin Green's outside linebacker spot. You know, the I don't know what's the way they weight the left ends, right ends, and the way the stats distributions break down. It doesn't work. It's not worth it to go with 4-3 ends, and except for like some rare cases. So definitely look to put the outside linebackers at D end again. But you can scum the chemistry by putting them as like backup outside linebackers, getting their chemistry working, and then subbing them into the correct spot during the game. All right, if you're running a gold squad, though, it's not worth to look too much into chemistry. I've said this before. If you're running an elite squad, just, you know, take a look at it. Try it out, see what you can put together. You know, tier 1 and tier 2 stacks, I found out this week. So it's +3 to stats instead of just +2. And that could be a big deal for stats like acceleration, block shed, and others. I mean, +3 to a lot of those stats really turns a card into a stud, whereas they'd just be a regular card. All right, did you guys, with the Legend packs and the new Legends, pick up any of the Legends players? Do you guys pull them? Let me know. This is the weekend to do it if you're going to pick up these Legend players. We probably won't get these packs again for another 2 weeks. Generally, it's a 2-week cycle with some exceptions for EA, you know, around holidays and promotions and whatnot. But yeah, I would wait. Generally, I see the prices on a lot of them are pretty good. The Shockey, kind of a little bit low, but maybe wait 2 weeks to pick up the new ones, because generally the new cards go for the highest on the release weekend because there just isn't much supply of their collectibles or gold players out. And are you guys pleased with the patch we got Friday morning? I'm liking it. You know, how are stretch plays working for you now? Are they still a little glitch? You know, they talked about the Force Defender now being like, you know, bumped up where he actually contains a little bit better. Have you been noticing that difference? Has it been tuned up a little bit? You know, obviously we got the fumbles before. Hopefully a lot of the other issues that we've seen, and EA will get to a lot of ones still in the game. So, like the field goal glitch I talked about earlier, and the field goal glitch on my channel. I don't play with the sound on, so I don't know if that's still working. What do you guys think? And this is, I think, what I'm going to title the video, the main argument, as I get a nice little user there. What do you think about people ripping packs with coins, selling the contents, then continuing to rip packs with these coins? You know, the title's going to be something clickbait, of course. So, like, basically, it's all they do for hours on end. A post from the 2nd5th on the Mutt subreddit had me thinking, you know, and I'll explain what he does. He basically rips packs, get coins, sell the contents, then rip packs with the proceeds. And he basically breaks even. You know, he's not making a profit here. He's not really losing coins. He's just ripping packs. So he does this over and over. He was talking about how he's able to easily get his money back from these packs. So, but that's all he's doing. You know, he's just spinning in circles. I know he's enjoying opening packs and stuff, and, you know, games about enjoying stuff. But, you know, this is the kind of behavior that makes packs not worth it. We complain that packs aren't worth it and don't pull anything exciting. The nothing exciting part is EA's fault. You know, the lack of elites, whatever. The not worth it, the packs being not worth it, are our fault. Behavior like this, where people pull pack after pack until it's not worth it anymore, are the ones who make packs that way. The money we put into Madden then goes for fewer coins, and therefore we complain about packs not being worth it. You know, if we put our money into the game, buy a bundle, and then we only get like 100,000 coins out of that bundle, we're kind of pissed. And then that way we then shift to buying coins off the black market, because obviously buying coins from a third-party dealer is better deal oftentimes, most part of the years, with the exception of the start of the year, like we're in right now. You know, we kind of dig our own graves with this behavior. I do commend EA for making bronzes and silvers valuable this year, That's been one of the most pleasant surprises in MUT for me. But we as a community drive the prices into the ground and then blame EA for those prices. So it's like, we're kind of, being critical of the wrong people here. We got to kind of look in the mirror with a lot of things we can really look in the mirror and be critical at ourselves for than not really base it on EA. Like, nanos, a lot of people are pissed at EA when they could be pissed at the people running these glitches, exploits. But I guess generally exploits and glitches, I fall on the side that it's EA's fault and not the players running them. So that's something that I'm a little different here. Anyways, I'm off topic. So the economy, these people pulling packs with coin, they do provide us with more of the rare silvers that would be going for a higher price if it weren't for them pulling these packs. So one hand is good, but and it's a fine line EA has to walk. They know the community loves pulling packs with coins, but if it weren't for a set like Man of the Month, the silvers, bronzes, and golds would already be worthless with this amount of packs being pulled because of the coins being generated. I see a lot of golds going for 700 coins already. In Madden 15, those golds were worth about like 400 coins late in the game. In 16, they improved it with badge sets, making them worth like 1,000 to 1,100 for the minimum golds. In 17, it's gotten even better. Although, I did talk about, we have some 700 gold cards with the badge pad. So, I mean, EA, generally, I do think people pulling packs with coins, I don't think they're like bad people. It just makes real life money not convert to as much coins, since both coins are being taken out of circulations and cards are being produced. A double whammy for packs returning coins. So, I mean, I'm not talking about the people like, ripping packs for fun. I'm talking about people that just rip it, sell the contents, rip some more. Like where they're not doing anything. They're not getting themselves any money, so it's not profitable for them. And I mean, you say, oh, it's just one person, but then I saw another once he publicized that, I saw another person post on the subreddit, hey, I did this too, and it worked out perfectly. I got this pull, and I broke even. Like, it just multiplies upon itself when people see other people doing it. But that's it. I got iced. I was able to make it, luckily win the game. But that is it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the topics, especially the last one. But thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.